Welcome back, riders, to another week in the passenger seat. Woo! Oh, you didn't do the woo this week.
I did. I just did it.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Anyways.
Wow.
Anyways, riders, thank you so much for joining us again this week in the passenger seat. I don't think we have any major topics, but we are going to go into nerd news, so y'all know how we do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We always appreciate y'all. And with that being said, let's hop right into this. See, I've got a couple of things in the TCG space, so I'm just going to hop right into it if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so a lot of news with Magic the Gathering. I know that there's obviously other card games. If y'all want us to talk about other card games, let us know down below. I think, as a side note, before I talk about MTG, the biggest thing I'm going to talk about is there was a new release for Riftbound and for Lorcana this week. So I saw a couple people.
Yeah, dude, I saw the Lorcana one.
Yeah, I saw a couple people at the LGS, opening up booster packs of all sorts of stuff, and that's pretty cool. It's just not into Lorcana as much as I used to be. For those of you who don't know,
but the Pixar set though.
I know. I was a pretty big Lorcana player. I went out to a couple of DLCs, and now not so much. So. Riftbound, just totally not interested. I was never a big League player, so it is what it is. But let's get over to the main thing with TCG, and that is Magic the Gathering, because there's a couple of things that happen, right? First of all, I believe not this weekend, last weekend, we had MagicCon in Las Vegas.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, and with MagicCon, obviously we get spoiled a couple of things, and we did, and it was a lot. Okay, so the first thing is that they spoiled cards from the three upcoming sets, which is Marvel Superheroes, The Hobbit, and Reality Fracture, which is the in-universe set for Magic. The Reality Fracture will be the very last in-universe set of this year, because the others are out universes beyond sets, which are Marvel Superheroes, The Hobbit, and Star Trek. So with Lord of the Rings, starting with Marvel Superheroes, we got a couple of we saw a couple of cards that they spoiled, which were Vision. There were two versions of Vision. We got a couple of other characters. I think they showed some of the guys from the pre-cons, which was pretty cool. And they revealed the Mind Stone.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And so they did this thing where, I guess, they're following this pattern. If you remember the Soul Stone, there was like the regular card where it's the two hands holding the Soul Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Thanos' fist, like with the glove. And then it has the Soul Stone where it's supposed to go. And then the other one is just the Soul Stone in like this golden art. That's the one that costs like upwards of 50 grand.
Yeah, I remember.
So they did the same treatment for the Mind Stone. It's literally the same thing. The two hands holding the Mind Stone. They did the Thanos' fist, but this time the Mind Stone is placed in another slot. And then the golden version. So a lot of
I see what they're doing. I see where they're going with this.
A lot of collectability in the with the stones. I'm sort of kind of wanting to see what they're gonna do when all the stones are out, if they're just gonna make a Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet and see how that plays out with the stones. Maybe it's like an Exodia type, because I was talking about this with a couple of friends, if it's gonna be like this Exodia type thing where
like because he snaps his finger and the game's over.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be something like that, or if it's gonna be just some really busted ability that I feel like it's gonna be. Personally, there was a couple people talking that it would be win the game. I don't think it's going to be that cut and dry. I think it's going to be a very gimmicky type thing where it's going to be really hard to get out all the stones. You're going to have to play all the colors. And then when you do finally get it out, and if you're able to do it, yes, the effect is going to be ridiculous, but it's going to be one of those things that I think it's going to be pretty easy to stop, right?
Okay.
Other than that, there is we're going to talk about The Hobbit. They spoiled a couple of cards from The Hobbit. The most notable ones were Smog, which Smog is going to have like a couple of different treatments. It has one art which looks sort of like a fairy tale book kind of deal, or that Tolkien style of, like, I guess, I don't know. Just imagine like if, yeah.
Just like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We'll put it up here somewhere. You'll see it. The Hobbit is something. Oh, and obviously the biggest news about The Hobbit is that there's going to be a pack for what's called box toppers. So if you buy a booster box, you typically get what's called a box topper. It used to be where it was just one card. Now they're doing this thing where it's a pack, and you get either one or two cards out of an assortment of cards that they've chosen to be box toppers. And one of those box toppers is the One Ring. So you can get basically a $100 card in your box toppers if you're lucky. And out of that whole set, I think the only one who I really want to play, there's a version of Bilbo that seems really cool that reduces the cost of, I think it's like non-creature spells. It looks cool. Anyways, the most exciting for me personally was the spoiling of a couple of things for Reality Fracture. So with Reality Fracture, they did this thing. I'm not going to get too much into the story, but for those of you who know, Jace, one of the planeswalkers, one of the, canonically main planeswalkers of the story, is fucking shit up.
Oh shit.
With, and I'm just gonna sort of make this explain this as terribly as possible in a short amount of time. That way I don't go so full length into the story. Jace has access to a lot of knowledge, and I think both knowledge of like the future and the past are sort of omniscient, if you will. Is that the word, omniscient? Anyways,
yes.
You know what that type of knowledge can, or what that type of knowledge typically does to any person. Right? They go mad. They tend to go mad, and that's sort of what's happening with Jace. And again, I'm explaining this terribly, so if anyone wants to contextualize down in the comments, we'd appreciate it. And basically what it is that in this set of Secrets of Strixhaven, Jace has created an alternate Secrets of Strixhaven plane where it's the 5 schools that we have, which are combinations of 2 colors. Obviously, if we combine all the colors in Magic in pairs of 2, there should be 10. So we've got 5 of those in the current colleges of Strixhaven, and with this alternate plane, now we have the other 5. So it's basically Jace made the school. He is the dean, and then all the colleges are they keep one color from the original color pairing and then match it with another. But here's the part that really is, you're gonna love this. There are alternate version of the canonically main planeswalkers in the set in this alternate plane. We already knew about White Liliana. We already knew about Blue Chandra. But now, there's a couple other ones. There's Garruk with the Chain Veil. So for those of you who follow along with Magic lore, that's huge. We got Vraska, and then Ajani.
Of course, the GOAT.
And Ajani is red in this one.
Red? Oh, I thought he was gonna be black for sure.
Yeah, he is red, dude. He's like on fire. It looks fucking crazy. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, send me a pic later.
Yeah. Speaking of Ajani, I guess this is the moment to do this. I was gonna wait till I went to visit you in Washington, but I'll just show you now.
Show me now.
I got you a little something.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
What'd you give me?
I'm gonna show this camera first, and then I'll show it to you. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Show me.
Oh, too much glare. Wait,
I can't see.
I can't see. I hope this isn't too much glare.
Oh, dang.
Oh man.
I can barely tell. It almost looks like, is it like a realistic drawing?
Yeah. Let me see if pulling it out of the sleeve works.
Don't ruin it.
No. I'm wondering if I do
shit.
this.
I can see like the intense, like, actually it looks pretty sick though. Looks really cool. Okay. Oh, it's like a player card. Oh, nice.
This is a Johnny Goldmane from the Secret Lair drop, where all the Planeswalkers came out in this sort of baseball card style.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Yeah.
And yeah, I saw this and
Nice.
I was like, dude, I need to get this for you. It's so cool. Now,
so cool.
there is a version of this that like this chase cards of this thing. Sorry, the chase cards of this thing were the Planeswalkers, and they are signed like if they were signed by the actual Planeswalker.
That's actually.
They're also incredibly expensive, so I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine that's cool.
There's a copy of a signed Jace going on eBay right now for 45 grand. So
Jesus, never mind.
I think that's just an exaggeration. I feel like people do that crazy shit all the time. I think that the card is actually worth maybe like $500 or $600.
Still,
it is a lot. It is a lot for sure.
but not 40 grand.
But not 40 grand. No, I don't think it should be worth 40 grand. There's still a lot of these. What was that? A lot of these secret lairs that are still on sale. The thing is that they're sealed, so you don't know what you're getting. Like, you do know what you're getting, but you, as far as a chase card goes, you don't know if you're going to get the same old thing over and over. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. Anyways, that is basically. Oh, and obviously in the product line of Reality Fracture, we had a couple of products drop for both The Hobbit and I know Marvel Superheroes has its pre-cons for sale on Amazon. The Hobbit had a gift bundle which sold out pretty quick. Obviously, the collector booster boxes went out so quick. I will try to pick up a collector booster box for Reality Fracture. Speaking of, I know I went into the whole spiel for the story of Reality Fracture and all the stuff that we're getting, but I didn't mention some of the cards. We are getting another Emeritus style card, which is I don't know what it's called. I need to look it up actually. Hold up.
Wait.
Hold up.
That's really cool.
Okay, so we have Stingcaster Mage. We had I know that wasn't the card I was talking about. We had Stingcaster Mage, and then we had Bloodline Recollector, which is similar to the Emeritus style card that we had with Ancestral Recall. This one has a prepared spell called Ancestral Craving. It is a spell that doesn't exist in Magic like most of these prepared spells, but it's essentially a Ancestral Recall, but you have to pay 3 life, which, again, in black, that's huge. Because that's what black does. Black, you sacrifice bits of yourself to get to profit. And the way to get it re-prepared is that 3 creatures need to die during the turn, which in black, that's super easy. So yeah, it was pretty exciting to see. It is a 2-drop, which makes it a lot more efficient, I think, than the Emeritus of Ideation. So yeah, for any of those of you who are excited about, Reality Fracture being in universe, the set looks great. Secrets of Strixhaven with Hasbro, or I think it was Hasbro, yes, already stated that this was the best-selling in-universe set since War of the Spark. So it's super exciting to see that we're basically getting this, the same plane, but inversed and like with all this new stuff and different mechanics. And
We need Magic the Gathering anime is what we need, bro.
we do need a show. The cool thing about the Reality Fracture set 2 is that they've already stated that in the booster packs, if you get one of the Planeswalkers, let's say you get the blue Chandra, you're also gonna get the original version, which is the red Chandra too, in that same pack.
Cool.
So it's a guaranteed hit for both Planeswalkers if you get one of them, and I think that's super cool. The other notable part, and this is to close up my section, is the colors of the pre-con. There's only one pre-con for Reality Fracture. Has Jace on the cover. It is every color except green. It's Woober, white, blue, black, red. And this is only the second pre-con ever to be printed in those colors. So pretty exciting stuff. I'm a huge fan of Jace. I can't wait. He's my favorite Planeswalker. I can't wait to see what this set is about. I'm so ready to collect all of it. But writers, let us know down below what you think about the sets that were spoiled for Magic the Gathering. Let us know what you're going to be gunning for, whether it's Marvel superheroes, whether it's The Hobbit, whether it's Reality Fracture, or even Star Trek if you're interested in it, even if they haven't spoiled anything. Last little tidbit, it doesn't have to do with the things from MagicCon Vegas, but tomorrow, and I know this video will be out after the fact. Sorry. Tomorrow there's going to be 2 secret lair drops. So that's May 12th.
Jesus.
May 11th.
Continue.
Yeah. May 11th there's a Chaos Vault. May 12th there's a deck from Secret Lair that's going to be worth like $200, but it has a couple of things like Maskwood Nexus and a couple other things for those of you in the know. And then next week on the 18th, it's the Goblin Storm deck, a very anticipated deck, one that was leaked by mistake, because when people ordered the Don deck, there was an issue with logistics where they sent out some of the Goblin Storm pre-con decks instead of the Don decks. So people already knew it was coming and they were super hyped about it. Now they get to have it. It comes out on the 18th. It costs $150 retail. The cards aren't worth the deck per se. Like the cards in here, the value isn't there. I imagine with the art, it will be. But yeah, for those of you excited, go ahead and get it. I believe the artist, and I need to confirm this, is the same one from Adventure Time. So
cool.
The characters look really awesome, dude. The art is really fantastic. I'm gonna be trying to pick it up, in all honesty, even if the value isn't there. I know the deck will probably sell for more than it did at retail. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I'm done. I talked a lot of Magic. Writers, cool. Thank you so much for listening to me. Now let's pass it over to C so he can talk a little bit about his
I wonder if they're gonna be like little, like in the background, little hints of Adventure Time, like the tree house or something like that, just like really small hints.
Could be.
That'd be pretty dope.
Could be. I'll show you the pictures later, and then you'll tell me.
All right. So my nerd news is I got bits of nerd news, not as long, not as extensive, because they're just small tidbits that I kind of researched on the internet. My bad. My nerd news isn't exactly researched, but I'll start off with the first piece of nerd news, and that is that Matthew Lillard, you might recognize him as Shaggy,
yes,
also in Scream. Everyone knows who Matthew Lillard is. Just wrapped up in Daredevil Season 2 Born Again, but now is confirmed to be starring in Superman Man of Tomorrow alongside James Gunn, who haven't worked together since the Scooby-Doo films.
Wow.
The role itself is not disclosed yet, so we don't know what he's doing yet.
Okay.
So it looks like he's tackling the superhero universe. Good for him.
Good for him, yeah.
Honestly. The next piece of nerd news that I have is that Jon Favreau, for those of you who don't know who Jon Favreau is, he is the director of the first Iron Man, director of The Mandalorian, and obviously he's an actor as well. He's appeared in many things.
Isn't that sorry to interrupt you. Isn't that I'm gonna totally sound like an idiot if this is wrong. I'll cut it if this is wrong. Is it Smiley?
Yeah, the bodyguard.
Okay, it's Smiley. Nice.
Yeah, Jon Favreau. Yeah. He is. I guess maybe he has a contract with Disney. I guess, or maybe Disney just brings in the big bucks. But he's making a whole new series on Disney, and is going to be animated. It is going to be the first series about Oswald the Rabbit.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
those of you who don't know who Oswald is, he technically is the first Mickey Mouse.
yeah. We talked about
Just-
this actually a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, finally moving forward on it. Finally getting the story and the animation down. So should be released, I think, late 2027 or beginning of 2028.
Okay.
But no further details about that. Don't know if the animation style is going to be black and white color. I don't know. But it is an interesting thing to me because, he's the guy from The Mandalorian.
Right.
And my last piece of nerd news for you guys is something that was kind of interesting to me. I don't know if you fans out have seen. I don't know if you've seen it, but do you remember Guillermo del Toro's Netflix movie Pinocchio?
I don't. Like, maybe I don't. But what's up?
All right, so that movie did very well. Got nominated for an Oscar, and it is mocap. So it kind of looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what it looks like. So he is creating a new film for Netflix with the same type of animation and the same team who made that animation.
Okay.
I'm gonna read you the stuff right now. Guillermo del Toro is adapting a Kazao Isagura's famous novel, The Buried Giant, into a stop-motion animated film for Netflix, exploring themes of memory loss and post-Arthurian setting. So it is a novel. Okay. The story is set in a mythological post-Arthurian Britain, where an elderly couple, Axel and Beatrice, embark on a journey to find their son, whom they have not seen for years. Their quest is complicated by mystery mist that causes amnesia among the inhabitants and leading to a forgotten memory and loss of connections. Now, it is apparently a Nobel Prize winning novel by this Japanese dude. But Guillermo del Toro has said that he wants to make the novel as accurate as possible. So even though it is stop motion, it is for adults and that families should be warned.
Okay. Cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think
if you haven't seen the Pinocchio one, honestly, check it out. It's much more darker and stuff like that. You know how Guillermo del Toro is.
Yeah, I'll do that, dude. That sounds interesting. I'm surprised that in your nerd news you didn't talk about one of the biggest things that's being talked about this week, and that is the Star Fox trailer for.
Oh yes. I forgot about that, but yes, it did drop. Have you checked it out?
It is causing a little bit of a stir because, damn, the gang looks terrible, dude. Holy shit!
They tried the hyper realism type thing, yeah.
It's so bad,
which
dude.
is crazy because he looks amazing in Super Mario Galaxy, the movie.
I know.
Crazy.
Why did they just do it like that? But anyways, why? I don't know if this is a thing. Well, no, because I mean, it obviously, but different companies. But I'm saying they need to give him the Sonic treatment. They need to give him the Sonic treatment real bad.
What Sonic treatment?
You mean Sonic treatment when they drop?
You mean the treatment from what they did with the? Okay, yeah, I get it now.
They need to give him the Sonic treatment real bad, and I hope that they do, because that's.
I understand what they were trying to go for, where they were just like, this is what you've been waiting for, like this adult version of Star, and it's like, no, that's not what fans are waiting for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Nintendo's one of those things where it's almost like, we don't need hyper realism for our characters. Like all we need is like, them to still look as we remember them. Like even if you released a Zelda game, you still want Link to have that animated face. You don't want Link to have a human face.
Right.
It's weird,
And I think here's my thing. I don't mean to discredit the director or whatever, but is he really, or is he or she? Because I don't know who the fuck the director is. Are they really like it brings into question for me, are they really a fan? Because I feel like fans obviously we're revolting against this, and it makes me question, like, are you really a fan of the video game, of that franchise, to be doing shit like this, where you looked at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, yeah, that's fine. It's like, No. If I was the director, I would have taken a stand. I would have said this looks like dog shit.
I think they were probably thinking the fact of like, oh, all the fans are adults now, so let's make it. And it's like,
no, they should know better. They should know better. They obviously should know better, especially with what happened with Sonic. I mean, they know that the fans can be very harsh critics, and again, they should just know better.
Do you think they're gonna change it, or you think they're gonna keep it the same?
I think they will. I think they're probably doing the marketing thing that they did for Sonic, which I do think was marketing. Very smart move, by the way. But yeah, I think they will change it for sure. The last sort of thing that I want to talk about here is what I have been watching this week, or what I have watched. I went to go see the Michael movie.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty good. I forget his nephew's name. It's Jafar Jackson. Thank you, Jafar. Dude, he looks a lot like Michael towards the end of the movie. Like, holy shit, dude. Anyways, the movie's really good. I didn't realize it was a two-parter. Spoilers, sorry. But it is a two-parter. They will be bringing another one out later. I think the movie was really good. It really got everybody in the theater vibing, dude. Everybody was singing and, clapping. It was cool.
Have you heard Jafar's voice?
No.
He talks like you and me.
Yeah, really?
Hey, man. Yeah, he does.
That's crazy. He did a tremendous job then, so it was really cool to see that. The other thing I've been watching on Netflix, if anyone wants to check it out, it's called Running Point. It is a comedy. What is Netflix say that it is?
What does Netflix say that it is?
What does Netflix say that it is? Oh, it's Kate Hudson. Is there not like a general overview synopsis with this thing? Okay, guess there is not. Anyways, I'll try. I was gonna give you the Netflix synopsis, but I guess I'll give you the synopsis myself. It's a rich family, the Gordons, and the Gordons own the LA Waves, which is a basketball team.
Cool.
The one who's running the LA Waves is called Cam Gordon. It's him, his two brothers, and his sister, which is Isla Gordon. Cam is found to have a drug problem, has an accident, is forced to go into rehab, so he gives the reins over to Isla, and then it's the show about her and managing this basketball team and all the shit that comes with it. They found that their father had a secret love child who then, they're worried that he's claiming inheritance. It's a comedy, and it's a good time. The secret love child, whose name is Jackie, reminds me of fucking Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. So anyways, if you want a good watch, a feel good watch where you're gonna laugh a little bit, go ahead and check out Running Point. And yeah, that is basically all I had. I don't know if you had anything else so we can close out for today.
Actually, you reminded me of something about owning a team. It's more on, I guess, Puerto Rican news.
Ooh.
So the San Diego Padres just got fully bought by a couple, and the couple is billionaire Jose Feliciano. Okay, don't get it confused. And his wife, who is from California, bought the San Diego Padres. Those of you who don't know, go to research him up. He's a famous Puerto Rican self-made billionaire. Helped a lot during Maria.
I know who he is. I think I know who he is.
Yeah, and he's not the first Puerto Rican, I think, owner. I think there might be someone else, but his wife is the first Black woman to ever own a team. So, an historical event there.
Nice.
I don't know what it is for the future of that. I don't really follow baseball, but that's Puerto Rican news like that for me. And also a little bit of other Puerto Rican news if you follow the Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby is a really famous thing in the United States. Kentucky Derby, the winner of the Kentucky Derby, which is horse riding, the owner of the horse is the first woman.
Yes.
I think a woman owner to win, and the rider was the first Puerto Rican to win. So
Let's go.
Puerto Rican news.
Puerto Rican news. Puerto Rican news. Anyways, riders, thank you so much for joining us on the ride today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know down below what you thought about any of the nerd news that we shared today. We really appreciate your feedback. We really appreciate it if you got to the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe. It really helps us out. And with that being said, we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Peace.